Hi everyone, I hope you're all keeping safe and well. We're into week 3 of the COVID lockdown. I'm going to put another class together for you. This time I'm going to be doing it in levels. So level 1 beginners, level 2 would be intermediate, level 3 and level 4 would be for advanced. I've got, I need you to get, if you don't have your therabands, you can use a belt, maybe one off a bathrobe would be better just when we do the stretching later. And also you may need a block. And if you don't have the block, just use 2 hardback books, two thick hardback books, just so you can sit on in case you need for your hamstrings later. So we're going to get started. Please make sure you've done your 5-point Pilates setup. Please make sure that you have warmed up your joints. So the warm-up is very important before we start too. If there's been any medical changes since I've met you or since the PARQ forms have been signed, please let me know. So if there's any injuries, pregnancies, please private message me and I'll look after you that way. Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to go into the 100. So bring yourself down, lower yourself down onto the mat. Nice and slowly. Coming into level 1 of the 100. So one leg is bent up to, and the shins are parallel to the ceiling. Okay, lengthen the arms and right down by your side. And we're going to breathe in for 5 and breathe out for 5 as you pump in and out. So we're going to do 100 of these. So breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. Level 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe, bring your head up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure the area between the pubic bone and the sternum is nice and short. To progress, lengthen your legs, in 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe, 2, 3, 4. Make sure your core is activated. Make sure you're doing your lateral thoracic breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4. If you're finding it hard, regress back to level 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the legs down, gently down, bringing your feet down onto the mat. Just find your neutral spine there for a second. And we're going to go into the shoulder bridge. So level 1, bring your feet quite close to your glutes. You can just touch the backs of the heels. Make sure your spine is neutral. Activate the core, and when you're ready, level 1, just peeling yourself slightly up off the mat, 1 vertebrae at a time. Bringing your hips directly up towards the ceiling as much as you can. And then roll yourself gently back down. Keeping your core activated at all times. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, roll yourself back up. And then to level 2, bringing the arms over your head as you roll back down. And then back up. Do this one more time. Progress to the next level. Bringing the arms back down by your side, lengthening your right foot up towards the ceiling, rolling yourself up, and then roll yourself back down. Bringing the leg back down onto the mat, exchanging for the opposite foot as you roll up, come up towards the ceiling, and then roll yourself gently back down. And reverse that, opposite leg, back down. Challenge yourself even more. Don't roll down as you exchange legs. So keeping the hips straight up towards the ceiling, keeping the core activated. Just bring one foot up towards the ceiling, hold it at the top, and then back down. And gently roll yourself back down onto the mat. Then when you're ready, you're just going to put another exercise, modified exercise. So roll yourself back up, hips up towards the ceiling. Okay, push them up as much as you can. Find your neutral spine. When you're ready, you're going to come down, just touch the mat lightly and back up. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently roll your spine back down. Relax for a second, bring the knees to your chest and just roll your spine into the mat, massaging your spine just a little bit. We're going to do the scissors, so this is good for core strength and hip mobility. So level 1, okay, bringing your feet up into the 100, so one leg up into the 100, and you're just literally going to tap your toe and back up. Bringing into level 2 of the 100, just tap the toe back into centre, keeping the core activated, keeping your lateral thoracic breathing, make sure there's no arching of the spine. So you're just tapping the toe. To progress to the next level, lengthen the legs. One leg comes up and then you're just exchanging. If you want to come up, challenge yourself, holding the back of the thigh, lengthening the leg away and just exchanging, bringing that knee as close to you as you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Brilliant. Bring the legs down gently. Lower your spine back onto the mat. And when you're ready, lengthen the legs. Just roll yourself up gently. So bring the arms over the head, up towards the ceiling, chin to chest, and roll yourself gently up. Sitting tall, we're going to do the spine twist. Now, if you have tight hamstrings, this is where your books are going to come in handy. So if you want to sit on the book or your block, bend up at level 1, keeping the legs bent, spine nice and straight, hands in cushion position. We're just going to twist the spine to the side. So when you're ready, shoulders down, shoulders back, just gently bringing your elbows in line with your shoulders and twisting to one side, into the centre, and back to the other side. Back into centre. Okay, for the next level, lengthen your legs. You can stay on your blocks if you want to. Lengthen your legs out in front of you, wider than hip distance apart. Spine is stacked, so shoulders down, shoulders back. Bringing your hands out so they're level with your shoulders. Activate the core, take a deep breath in as you breathe out. Now we're just going to twist the top half of your body and then back round. Into centre, back to the opposite side. Do this 1 or 2 times. This is good for spinal mobility, but you're engaging the core as well as we're doing this exercise. It's a nice stretch on the spine. Lovely, and relax. And then when you're ready, we're going to go into box position. We're going to do a little bit of glute work now. So working on the glutes. Make sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Make sure your knees are directly under your hips. Your knees are in hip distance apart. Shoulders down, shoulders back. Lengthen the spine. So imagine that piece of string coming all the way up through the spine, up through the crown of your head. Activate the core. When you're ready, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, lengthen the left leg. Tap the toe, and you're just going to come down and up. So we're just working the glute area, so this area. So nice short movements, nice and controlled. Activate the core. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knee, sole of the foot is straight up towards the ceiling. I want you to imagine now that the heel of your foot is pushing this right up to the ceiling. So it's just tiny, tiny movements, really working your glute area. Take a deep breath in, activate your core. Make sure your alignment is good. Lengthen the spine. Push up 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Bend the knee to the side so it's a hydrant kick, coming back into centre and then to the side. Make sure your alignment is good. Bring yourself back into neutral if you've moved out of place. Take a deep breath in, activate the core, so up to the side and down. Try not to bring the knee back down onto the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5, Bring that leg down, lengthen the leg out, back down and back up. 10, 9, 8, 7, keep the core nice and activated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant, bringing that leg back into center. Finding your neutral spine. Make sure your alignment's good, activate the core, and we're going to do the opposite leg. So lengthen the back leg, shoulders down, shoulders back. Up and down, 10, point the toe away, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure your knee is in line with your hip. Bend the knee, dorsiflex your foot, so the heel is going straight up to the ceiling. Tiny movement, nice and controlled. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the knee down, hovering off the mat and to the sides, the hydrant kick. Make sure the spine is lengthened. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lengthen the leg again. Point the toe in and down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now just come back into the child's pose. So sit your glutes onto your heels. Lengthen your spine. Lengthen your hands out and really stretch the spine. Relax here for a second and bring the elbows down onto the mat if you can and stretch a little bit more. Now we're going to do the roll over. So make sure your spine's embedded into the mat. Make sure the core's activated, shoulders are down, shoulders are back. Find yourself nice and comfortable. Make sure you have a lot of room behind you. Okay, we're going to bring the legs up towards the ceiling, ankles together. They're going to come right over your head, bringing your toes down back as far as you can as possible. And as you come up, bringing your legs together again as you lower yourself slowly back down. This is quite an advanced move. All the way down, nice and controlled. Again, as we come up, bring the legs over, roll right over, bringing them in contact with the floor behind if you can. If you can only go this far, don't worry. Keep the toes pointed towards you. As you bring the legs up towards the ceiling, bring the ankles together. Point the toes away as you lower yourself down gently. If you're having difficulty in this one, use the pillow or the ball. Bring it slightly underneath your glutes, okay? Feet are going straight up towards the ceiling. We've done a little bit of this exercises on the ball. So I want you to just roll the legs back as far as you can and then back into the ball. If you don't have a ball, even a child's ball, a little bit deflated, you can use the pillow. Just pump up the pillow a little bit, or the cushion. Keeping the legs up into the floor. And then just come back behind, widen the legs, and then bring the legs together as you come back into the cushion. And so back again. This is just the reverse call. If you find it hard on the legs, just bend the knees and just practice coming over, bringing your knees towards your face. So we'll try and do this for 10. To progress, lengthen the legs and back. To progress further, remove the cushion or the ball, bringing the legs down, toes down towards the floor behind you, legs are wide. As you come up, bring the ankles together, lowering yourself gently down, bringing your feet down in contact, and then back up and over, wide. Ankles together as you come up tall, lower yourself down. So beginners, if you're doing it on the ball, you do it for 10, and we'll just do advanced, we'll just do a few of these. And one more. It's quite a strong, strengthening movement, quite an advanced move. And then bring your legs back down in contact with the mat. Coming onto your side. Going to get ready for the side plank. So when you're ready, level one, hand is directly underneath your shoulders. Your knees are bent, your hips are stacked, and your ankles are stacked on top of one another. So level one, bringing the arm up. Just bring the arm over towards your ear and lift up the hips towards the ceiling. Level two, lengthen the top leg. Come on up, bringing the head, your bicep towards your ear. And then level three, lengthen both legs. So make sure the top leg, the first three toes are in contact with the mat, so it's slightly to one side. The bottom leg, the foot is coming around the ankle of the top leg, lifting up the hips, lengthening the arm, and you're just going to come down and do 10 dips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come down and relax. Let's go into our mermaid stretch. Bringing that bottom leg in towards your into your glutes. Coming down the short side, just coming onto the forearm, bring that bicep right over towards the ear, really stretching the obliques. Really having a lovely stretch here. Stretch right over. Coming back into center, grab your wrist and gently pull yourself over. So stretch over as far as you can. Bring yourself over as far as possible. Lovely stretch, back onto the other side. Back over. Back into center. And then pull yourself gently to the one side. And then we're going to come on to the opposite side. Ready to do your side plank, side bend. Okay. Elbow directly underneath your shoulder. Level one, knees are bent, ankles are stacked. Make sure your hips are stacked. Make sure you activate your core. So you're just literally lifting your hips straight up to the ceiling as you do. Bring your bicep to your ear as you lift up. So really working the obliques, working your core. Make sure your core is activated. Make sure your alignment is good. Level two, lengthen that top leg. Come right up and over and down. And then level three, coming into the side plank, coming right up and dip the hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's lovely, well done. Doing the mermaid stretch. So bring that foot into your groin, sitting on your sits bones, or sitting on your glutes. Coming down to the lower side, so coming onto the forearm, bring the arm right over and really stretch those obliques. Back into center and back the opposite side. Back onto the side, stretch right out, back into center and stretch over. Now we're going to do a little bit of stretching. So we're just going to do the piriformis stretch here. So if you're having trouble with your knees, you can do the reverse of this move. So coming onto your back, coming into tabletop position. Bring the right ankle onto the left knee. Grab behind the thigh of the left leg. Using your elbow, push away the right knee if you can. So you're really stretching the glute area. It's good this way. I do find we do get a better effect if we do it the opposite way. So bringing your right knee to your right ankle, bringing your right ankle to your left leg. Lengthen that leg behind you. Really, really stretch forward. Stretch it right out if you can. Gently rock from side to side. Get a lovely stretch on the glutes. Coming back in. Bringing the knee back down to you. Just while we're here, just bring that knee forward. So bending the forward, we're just going to do the hip flexor stretch. So just stretch forward there for a second as much as you can. So somebody's pushing your glutes forward, and then come back into centre, raising the left arm, so the right knee is bent left arm, and then just gently pull your left hand to the side, so you're just coming over a little bit. Stretching over, just leaning over towards the right. And then relax. Opposite leg. So the piriformis stretch first, right, left knee to left wrist. Bring the foot round to the right wrist. Lengthen that back leg. Coming down towards the mat, lengthening your spine, and really feel a good stretch. Hold it there for a couple of seconds. Walk yourself back up. Bringing that left foot in contact with the mat in front of you, bending the knee. Push those hips forward. Hip flexor stretch, really push forward if you can, so if someone's really pushing you. Now, raise the right arm up towards the ceiling. Bring it gently over to one side. Stretch right over if you can. Hold it there. We'll be coming back down onto the mat. Bringing your strap with you. So if you haven't got the strap, the belt will do. Facing it round the bottom sole of your right foot, around the arch of your right foot. Gently lower yourself down towards the ceiling, leaving your feet on the mat. Contact with the mat. Then when you're ready, I just want you to slowly walk your hands up the strap, so you're really stretching your hamstrings. Really stretching. I want you to muscle to think that you're nice and relaxed, and then you're just stretching it a little bit more. So nice and slowly. Bringing that leg down to the side of stretching. So it's the right leg down to the right side. Just slowly bringing the foot down to the side, really stretching the muscles in the legs. Fabulous stretch. Bring it right down. Back into centre. Make sure the core's activated. Make sure your spine is neutral. Bringing that leg right over to the opposite side. So bringing it right down. So you should feel it to get across the glutes here as well. Across the hip. Stretch it right out. Back into centre. Back onto the opposite side again. Nice and slow. The slower, the more control you are. The more control, the better the stretch. Back into the centre. Back onto the opposite side. Back into centre. Let's just do the hamstring stretch now. So if you want to bend the left leg slightly, placing the strap or the belt around the two wrists, and you're just going to bring that knee down towards your chest, point your toe towards you, and push your heel right up to the ceiling. So you're getting a fabulous stretch there now on the hamstring. You should feel it there. Really push against the belt if you can. Push it, pull it right out, stretch it right out. Great stretch. When you're ready, exchange for the opposite foot. So exchange for the left, putting the strap into one hand again. Lengthen that leg down. Now just let your muscle relax there for a second. Slowly, really slowly walk your hands up the strap. Let the leg come up towards the ceiling. Stretch it that little bit more. Little bit more. Bring that leg, foot down to the left side. Back up towards the ceiling. Over to the opposite side. Back up towards the ceiling. And down again on the opposite side. Back into the centre. Taking the strap into both hands. Bringing the foot up to your face as much as possible. Bend the knee down towards your chest. Point the toe towards you and push right up as if you're lifting the ceiling with your heel. Back the stretch on the hamstrings. Really stretch it out. And bring the knee down and relax. Just get rid of your strap. Lengthen your body. Let's get ready for a little bit of relaxation. Make sure your spine's neutral. Bring the shoulders down, shoulders back. Hands over your head. Really, really stretch your hands and your feet as far as possible. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your arms down by your sides. Like, look, there's arms down. Start to release your muscles. Release the muscles in the cheeks of your face. And release the muscles in your forehead. Open your mouth and let your jaw relax. Feel your spine melting in towards the mat. Feel your shoulders nice and light. Start to turn off the muscles from your shoulders to your elbows, from the elbows to your wrists, and from your wrists to your fingers. Feel your spine melting in towards the mat. Feel your muscles loosening. Loosen your hips, let them melt towards the mat, and turn off the muscles now, all the way down, from the hips to the knees, to your knees to your ankles, ankles to your toes. Take a deep breath in, through the nose, out through the mouth. Listen to your own breath. Close your eyes and start to empty your mind. Empty your thoughts and give yourself 1 or 2 seconds. Gently roll yourself onto your side, cradle your head into your hands for a second there. Relax there for a moment. And then gently lift yourself up off the mat. Thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I'll see you again in a couple of days. Everyone take care and stay healthy.